In this edition of RPP News, the Dunkley by-election is called, help is needed to solve a crime, and a timely handout for the community. Hello, I'm Catie Sharp. Welcome to the latest edition of RPP News, bringing you stories from across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula. After the tragic loss of MP Peter Murphy to cancer late last year, the electorate of Dunkley has a new representative. Labor successor Jody Bellier will pick up the reins despite around a 3% swing towards Liberal. There were emotional scenes on the night as Jody embraced Peter Murphy's partner, Rod Glover, who was there to support her.
I am humbled to have the opportunity to follow in Peter Murphy's footsteps and to build on her remarkable legacy. I said I would be a strong, passionate local voice for Dunkley, and that is exactly what I will do, because I am Frankston tough.
It was a double celebration for Prime Minister Anthony Albanese as Saturday was his birthday, though he told RPP Scrambled Eggs Show he had quieter plans in store.
I'll be in your local community in the morning, of course, with Jody, so it will be a birthday with a difference.
Well, indeed, you share the day with Bon Jovi and Daniel Craig, if you
the big names, the big names.
Some heavy hitters there, Prime Minister.
Jody is a Frankston local who works within the community support sector and has a child at Frankston Secondary School. Her main election rival, Nathan Conroy, who represented the Liberal Party, will return to his role as Mayor of Frankston City Council, where he's currently serving a record-breaking third consecutive term. It's not all bad news for Nathan, though, as his wife told him moments before he took the stage to concede that they are expecting their second child. Not all that glitters is gold for a speeding driver in Merricks. On Wednesday, a gold BMW was caught doing 142 kilometres per hour in an 80k zone on the Bitten-Dramana Road in Merricks North. The 28-year-old male driver from Rye watched his gold turn to lead as his licence was immediately suspended for 12 months and his vehicle was impounded for 30 days at a cost of nearly $1,000. The only gold in his future will be the coins he pays to ride local buses. Meanwhile, detectives have released computer-generated images of two men as part of their continued investigation into an aggravated burglary in Mornington dating back to 2021. Police have been told an offender forced his way into the home armed with a firearm and threatened the two residents sometime between 4 and 5 a.m. A 74-year-old man sustained minor facial injuries and was taken to hospital, while a 66-year-old woman was treated for minor injuries at the scene. Anyone with information is urged to contact Crime Stoppers. Mornington Peninsula Shire Council has tapped into its budget surplus to allocate an additional $50,000 each to the 3 community houses in Rosebud, Mornington and Hastings. This is on top of the $700,000 the council provides the centres annually. Demand for these services is at record levels as cost of living pressures bite and the centres are struggling to keep up. The peninsula has the 4th highest number of homeless residents in Victoria, and while the average rent on the peninsula is $100 a week more than Greater Melbourne, the average income is hundreds of dollars less. 4,000 people are currently waiting on a high priority needs social housing list. Aware of these difficulties, Councillor Anthony Marsh proposed the idea of the extra funds.
We've got the money now, we didn't spend it as we planned, so let's actually allocate it so people can go out tomorrow morning and spend that money and do good things in a space that we obviously value. I mean, this comes up time and time again. So I guess I wanted to test that we put our money literally where our mouth is and not just refer this, but to actually do it.
Flinders Cricket Club is celebrating its 150th anniversary. The club was established in 1874 by Englishmen building a link between the mainland and Tasmania for the Eastern Extension Cable Company. The first games were played on what is now the 13th hole of the Flinders Golf Course. As part of the celebrations, the club announced a championship team built from the members across the decades, which includes an illustrious list of Australian Test cricketers and local sporting greats. And Frankston Arts Centre is taking us back to the 80s with a double bill of Australian greats. 1927 and Boom Crash Opera are bringing the Best of Things tour this coming Friday the 8th. Get ready to cut it out and kick it out to your favourite hits like Onion Skin, Great Wall and That's When I Think of You. Tickets are selling fast, so get yours now at the Frankston Arts Centre box office and website. After the break, we have Bianca with a weekly weather update.
With interest rates on the rise, there's never been a better time to review your home loan. And there's never been a better bank to help you. Whether you're a new or existing Bendigo Bank customer, book an appointment for a home loan health check today.
Battery World now open in Mornington.
We know batteries. We know our 75 D23Ls from our DIN 65 LHs. And we know which is best for you. We have the range and a spark no one else can match because we live and breathe batteries. Those beautiful boxes and cylinders that power our lives and our passions. That's why we're the batteryologists. We're Battery World.
Battery World Shop 1, 43 Mornington Tyabb Road, Mornington.
Hey, they're saying the fire danger rating's extreme. Should we go?
There's no fire around here.
Get out!
I know embers can spread bushfires as far as 40 kilometres. So you should leave early.
Authorised by the Victorian Government.
And now it's time for Bianca for this week's weather.
Hello, I'm Bianca and welcome to this week's RPP weather update. Well, it certainly has been warmer over the last week. Let's dive into this week's predictions to see if the heat will continue. Today, Sunday the 3rd of March, brings us a mostly overcast day with a low of 11 and a high of 20. Monday sees much the same with a low of 11 and a top of 21. Tuesday brings us a mostly sunny day with a low of 11 and a high of 28. Wednesday sees this trend continue with a low of 17 and a high of 29. Thursday sees a cloud return, bringing us a low of 15 and a high of 22. Friday sees the cloud cover continue with a low of 11 and a high of 25. And finally, Saturday, a partly cloudy day with a chance of rain in the afternoon. We can expect a low of 12 and a high of 25. Well, that's all for this week. Stay cool and I will see you again next week with another RPP weather update.
And that's all from our team here at RPP News, serving the community with stories that matter to you. Keep watching and do tell your friends. Bring you the news from coast to coast across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula. I'm Catie Sharp. See you for the next edition.